Hello and welcome back, guys, to series 2 of Cooking with Ian. So this series is going to be dedicated to winter warming dishes, and first up we're going to do fish pie jackets. Easy to do. I'll show you what you need. First we're going to get our jackets in. So obviously give your jackets a good old prick, and then give them a little bit drizzle of oil, plenty of salt, and we'll pop them in the oven for an hour, about 180 degrees, until they're nice and soft. So the key to a good fish pie is your sauce. We're going to start off with a classic white sauce. We're going to add layer upon layer of flavour. So we started off with our melted butter, and we're going to add our flour, and we're going to make a roux and cook it out. Right, you've got your roux working in your pan. We're going to add our warm milk. We'll just add about half. Give it a stir. We'll cook that out, and then we'll add the other half. Right, we've got our base white sauce on, so now we're going to add some flavour to it. So I'm going to add a good couple of teaspoons of whole grain mustard. I'd say a handful of grated cheddar cheese. And we're going to add a juice of a lemon. And we're going to let all that melt down. And we're still going to add some more flavour to it, yeah. So while that's melting, in another pan I've got some oil in here, and we're going to add, I've got, I think 4 diced shallots, and we're going to sweat these off until they're lovely and translucent for a couple of minutes. Make sure you keep stirring these shallots because you don't really want any colour on these. So the shallots now, then we're going to deglaze the pan with a bit of white wine, about a large glass. We're going to reduce this by half. One for me. Oh, it's definitely cooking wine, that. So now the wine's reduced by half. We're going to add these to the sauce. This is what I was talking about, adding more and more flavour. And we're still not finished yet. So your sauce should have a lovely consistency now and a nice texture with the shallots running through it. And now we're going to add some soft herbs. We're going to add some chopped chives, some dill and some parsley to it. That's it. That's your sauce complete. So we can reserve that till later. Give it a taste and see if it needs any more seasoning. I could eat that on its own. Look at these bad boys. Oh yeah. So they've been in a bit over an hour because the size of a small child, these potatoes. Now we're going to just knock the top off, and we're going to scoop out all the flesh, and we're going to mash that with a bit of butter, and we're going to reserve that till later. So we're just going to take just a couple of centimetres off the top. Whew. These are hot. Then using a spoon, we're going to take out, I'd say, about 2/3 of the potato, and leaving a good 2 centimetres in the bottom. The potato skins are almost hollow, and then we're going to just pop them back in the oven just for another 5 to 10 minutes so we've got the skins nice and crispy. Add all your leftover potato to a bowl, and a good Nigella sized knob of butter, and we're just going to give that a good mash and season it up. So that's our gorgeous mashed potato ready. So we've got our mash ready, skins are in, sauce is ready. We're going to add the fish. Now I've got my raw fish that I'm going to add to the sauce. So I've just got some smoked haddock, I've got some cod, some prawns and some salmon, and we're going to add all these to the sauce. Now we've got everything ready, we can start to assemble. So this is what it's going to end up like. So we'll start with this one. So I've filled it with all my sauce and fish. Add a little bit more. We're going to top it with our mashed potato. And we're going to add a little bit more cheese. And then we're going to bake that in the oven until it's all cooked through and oozy and gorgeous. We're almost there, so let's get these out. These have been in for about 25 minutes. Wow, look at them. Now we're just going to finish them off with a few chopped chives, a little bit of cracked black pepper, and a fish pie in a jacket. Who wouldn't want that? Big feed.
But I'm frozen in motion and my head tells me to stop, but my heart goes.